One of the biggest mental mistakes we see people make is overthinking things. How do we shut our mind down? What strategy do we use to stop overthinking things, second-guessing ourselves, turning things over and over in your mind? That's an important thing if you want to be successful. So it starts off with making things simple. We have to learn to simplify complex situations. Now, I'm a thinker, so I always have a lot of thoughts going on in my head, and I appreciate the complexity of life and how there's many different layers and there's many different shades of gray for any situation. In a lot of situations, there is not a black and white, especially when it comes to people. So we need to come up with strategies to simplify a complex world. If you're an overthinker, you got to come up with strategies to simplify things. And that starts with asking yourself good questions, asking yourself good productive questions. So if we want to make a decision about something, we could think about all the different factors, everything that's going on, and we might not arrive at a decision. First thing you have to understand, it's better to make a decision than to stand in limbo. It's better to make a decision than to make a perfect decision. In other words, there's probably not a perfect decision. So it's better to just make a decision. So action beats inaction. That's what I'm saying. Action beats inaction. If you're making a decision, what should I do? Okay? Keep it simple. First question I'd ask myself, is this glorifying to God? Is this going to give God glory? And number two, is this decision moving me towards my goals or away from my goals? So let's say when it comes to alcohol or partying or eating junk food, I'm asking myself, one, is this glorifying to God? No. Two, so I could even stop right there, throw it out. But any other decision you're making, should I stay up, this late, or, hang out with these people that I know are bad news? Is this getting me closer to my goals or further away? Getting me further away? Throw it out. Keep things simple. If you're an overthinker, you got to make things simple. You don't want to waste energy. That's a big thing. You don't want to waste energy turning these decisions over and over in your mind. This is energy that you should be putting towards your performance, towards being at your best, coming up with good solutions. You don't want to waste energy. Just like your cell phone. You only have so much energy in your cell phone, only so much battery life. The same thing with yourself. You only have so much physical, mental, and emotional energy. You don't want to waste it on turning these things over and over in your head. So your decision making, 2 questions. Make it very simple. Is this glorifying to God? 2, is this moving you closer or away from your goals? That's it. Keep it very simple. Now, if you're thinking about a performance or an opponent you're going against, there's 2 basic mindsets you could have, a predator and a prey. Predator animals, they have their eyes in the front of their head. Prey animals have their eyes on the side. Remember this, eyes in the front like to hunt, eyes on the side like to hide. Predator animals, lions, tigers, bears, oh my. They have the eyes in the front of their head. They're focused on what they want to accomplish, on their objective, what they're going to do to their opponent. Eyes on the side of their head, the prey animals, chipmunks, squirrels, the little fish, deer, their eyes are on the side so they can look around. What's going on in the rest of the world? Where's the predator that's going to attack me? You got to think like a predator. There's only 1 to 3 ways to think like a predator. There's infinite ways to think like a prey. So if you're wondering if your mindset is good right now for this performance, ask yourself the simple question. Is this a predator mindset? Am I focused on my objective and what I'm going to do to them? Or if I'm giving a speech, what am I going to say? Focus on what I'm going to say, not how people are going to perceive me. If I'm taking a test in school or if I'm a job interview, what message am I trying to send across? What am I doing? What are my steps? What are the actions I'm taking? And the prey, I'd be thinking about everything else going on. What are people thinking about me? And what if they do this? What if the interviewer asks me this question? My opponent has a really good double leg. Thinking about all those things, that's prey mindset. Keep it simple. Are you a predator or are you prey with your mindset? And then when you're in a tough situation, we're all faced with tough situations in life. Ask yourself these 2 questions. 1, am I willing to change the situation? Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. A lot of times changing a situation requires a lot of effort. So you have to choose your battles here. Sometimes some things are worth fighting for, so you might want to change the situation. But if you can't change the situation or you decide you don't want to put in the time to change it, then you're better off with option number 2. How do I make the best of this situation? So the first question is, am I willing to change the situation? Am I willing to put in the time to change the situation? And if the answer is no to that, then the next question is, how do I make the best of this current situation? Okay, so I hope all this is making sense. If you have any questions, please write underneath all this, because I want to help you stop wasting energy on overthinking. We're guilty of this. We turn these decisions over and over in our head. We second guess ourselves. We wonder what we're supposed to be doing. And I'm not writing off how complex and difficult the world is. There's a lot of information out there. So it's not always easy making decisions and deciding what you should be doing and what the proper course of action is. Learn these strategies to make things simple. Stop wasting energy. Ask yourself on a decision, is this glorifying God or not? Is this moving me closer or away from my goals? Make it that simple. Try to make all these gray areas, and I know they're out there, try to make all this gray into black and white for yourself if you're an overthinker. Your mindset. Are you thinking like a predator or are you thinking like a prey? Keep it very simple. If you find yourself thinking like a prey, switch that. Stop yourself cold. Tell yourself, stop it. And then give yourself a predator thought. As an example, if I think to myself, what if I get tired in this? When I go out there and compete, I might get tired. What if I get tired? Stop it. Tell yourself, stop it. Give yourself a couple face pats if you have to. And then tell yourself, I'm going to make my opponent tired. I'm going to push through everything. Predator mindsets, focusing on my actions. And then lastly, if you're in a tough situation, a difficult situation, ask yourself, am I willing to change the situation? And if the answer is no, how can I make the best of the situation? Those are a couple good examples right there. There's many other situations and times where you're going to need to make things, you're going to make complex situations simpler. So I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, please get at us. WrestlingMindset@gmail.com. Make sure you schedule your free trial session. Shoot us over an email. Just say you want to do that, and we'd be happy to set up the free 10-minute trial session. But we want to stop overthinking, and we want to start making things very simple so you don't waste any energy. You could put all of your energy, all of your good energy, into accomplishing your goals, competing at your very best, and being the best possible person you can be. Stay with us, Wrestling Mindset. Take care. And that's a wrap for today's podcast. I'm Gene Zanetti from Wrestling Mindset. Make sure you check out our website, WrestlingMindset.com. Get our ebook. Make sure you get that ebook. Great information, represents some of the best information that we have. Lessons that we've learned from some of the top wrestlers in the world, lessons that we've learned from our own experience, and the best that research can provide. Get the ebook, WrestlingMindset.com. Also, as an individual, make sure you personally sign up for the one-on-one free mindset consultation. The one-on-one free mindset consultation. Make sure you fill out the form and do that as soon as possible. The best results always come from one-on-one individual attention.